of it. It doesn't have the same bottom and fullness that an actual bass effect, like something built for bass, has. Like the Zoom B6 has, it has a nice clarity to it. You know, it sounds like the amp. You know, not to mention I can turn on a deep and bright. I'll do that real quick on there. So, of course, if you're going to use the deep and bright, you want to bring the volume down. I didn't there, sorry about that. But you'll bring, just cut the volume by like 20%. So from 72 down to like 50, something like that. But yeah, so that is the Zoom B6 AG 750. And here is the AG preamp. Let's go. The actual Aguilar AG preamp. So, one thing I forgot to turn off, guys, I did have, I'll tell you, I had on my TC Electronic Spectra comp um, compressor pedal, so I'm going to turn that off real quick. And I'm actually going, because I'm going to do a quick comparison between these so you can hear them back to back to back, right? So you guys can hear all the differences a little quicker, a little easier. And then I'm going to run them through some compressor and an IR. Then I'm gonna run them through a compressor and then run them through an actual Fender Bassman 115 Neo cabinet and use them as a preamp. So you're gonna get to hear them in a good amount of situations, and you can really make a good determination. Not just if you're hearing it direct into the system, you're gonna hear it with a compressor on it. You're gonna hear everything you kind of need for a gig. So here we go. I'm gonna play the Aguilar AG preamp, and this time everything is gonna be without the TC Electronic Spectra comp. Here we go. So as you can hear there, that is a fire preamp. That AG preamp is fire. It has a nice warm tone to it. Without it, uh, with it, oh, that's fire. That joint's so warm, boy. That thing will start a fire right there. That thing keep you warm at night. That thing's so warm. Let's go. All right. So just so we got a quick reference between all the preamps. There's four of them again. So we're gonna start with the line six. I'm gonna play a little line. I'm gonna keep the line the same so you guys can hear exactly what they sound like back to back, and you can, make a determination. So here is the line six Pod Express bass on studio, which is the Aguilar tone hammer emulation. Okay, and here is the MS-60B. All right, I'm gonna keep the line similar-ish. How about that? Here we go. Now the Zoom B6. All right, and the actual Aguilar AG preamp, analog preamp. So just pure fire. You can use any of those. Of course, my personal favorite is going to be the actual analog preamp. It just sounds so good. But I know everybody can't. It's not in everybody's budget. But if it's in your budget and you want the Aguilar sound, grab that AG preamp. That thing is fire, especially running in the in ears, as you can hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're using your headphones, it's fire. But now let's jump back to the Line 6 Pod Express. I don't personally like the cab models on there, so and I want to keep this demo even. I'm trying not to just be out here bashing this Pod Express bass pedal, but if you follow my stuff, you already know I don't like it. So I don't need to keep reiterating that, but don't buy nothing because don't go buy it because you see me doing reviews on it. Like, I'm doing reviews on it so you can see the good aspects of it as much as possible. Because I killed this joint in the review, and I stand by that too, bro. So don't think I'm backing down off of that. But you know, I don't know them folks, and I ain't into trying to kill nobody's bread. I ain't trying to kill nobody's pockets. But I don't want my folks thinking that that's because I did a review on it that I'm recommending it, because I am not recommending this pedal. This Line 6 bass, Line 6 Pod Express bass. I'm not recommending it at all. So I am going to turn on the tone hammer Emulation on there. It's under Studio. And then matter of fact, let's get it. I want y'all to hear this compressor and IR together first. So I'm using the 160 compressor on the B6, and the threshold is set to -5. The ratio is set to 2.1, and the knee is set to hard, and the volume is set to 74. Then I have a Aguilar 410 with a tweeter, IR running, impulse response. And I have the low set to 62, the high set to 82, the balance set to -13, and the volume set to -3.3. All right, and here's just that in my bass. Just the compressor and my bass. The compressor, IR, and my bass, rather. All right, now we're going to add the Line 6 Pod Express bass on Studio Amp. So that sounds great together. That sounds great together. So that was the Line 6 Pod Express bass used as the preamp right there for with the um, Aguilar IR and on the Zoom B6 and the 160 compressor on the Zoom B6. Another reason I'm doing that is so I can keep that compressor and the IR the same, and I could just switch through the preamps of everything because everything runs into my Zoom B6 as the last thing to finish off my sound. Usually because I'm using it as a virtual amp, type thing when I'm gigging, especially running to the PA, and I use it as like a almost like a mixer too, because I use the send, and so I can mix the send going to my amp, and I can mix the dry signal how much I'm going send it to the house and things like that. But yeah, all right. So here's the MS-60B. Great. So MS-60B. Now the actual AG 750 preamp on the Zoom B6. So this is my complete Zoom B6